Hello. Sorry, I suddenly had Catus around doing Catus things. I hear weird noises in my headset. What is that? Oh, it's Silent Hill. It booted in the background. Fuck, I thought I was like, there was like crackling in my headset, and I was like, nani? But no, it was just Silent Hill. I'm okay now. You're starving? I brought back milk and cigarettes. I'm good like that. By the way, before we start, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea in a second, obviously, as is tradition. Do we want to watch the La Sombra? Do you want to watch the La Sombra, trailer for Vampire? Because that got released today. No. Does the Pope shit in the woods? He might do, actually. I heard the Pope likes Pokemon cards. Let me put that over here, then. Here we go. Vampire Bloodlines 2. Alright, we're gonna watch that when my kettle's going, so we'll do that in a sec. You did 10 levels of the Demon. It is good, isn't it? It's really, really good. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And yes, actually, sorry, Azzy, to answer you as well. Yes, I have been. I did a little bit of it yesterday, really enjoyed it. Did some cool stuff with... What in the holy AI thumbnail is that? Jesus Christ. Yikes. Okay, right, I'll be 2 seconds, alright? Where's the cat? Not running any really cats? No, right, I'm gonna go put the kettle on, and then we'll be back and watch the trailer. Beauty! Sorry. Alright, so we're good. Kettle's on. We're good to go. Right, let's have a look at the old Schlampire then. It's the Schlampire La Sombra trailer. So,
Sombra.
Quiet, you. It's literally what I just said. Video capture, window capture. There we go. Schlampire. Here we go. Y'all ready for some Schlampiring? Wait, why is there a hype train? Why is the mysterious hype train started again? What's this got to do with anything? We ignore the fraudulent hype train. Anyway, let's get, instead of getting hyped for the hype train, let's get hyped for the Sombra trailer. Right.
The Sombra. Interesting. Time was the court would have ripped apart one of your blood. But times change. Tempers fade. and deals get struck.
Hey, Shibu.
I suppose you won't have heard, child of La Sombra, that your clan is welcome in the Camarilla. Surprise.
I really want to know about our newest recruit, Onda. She cut a deal to be let in. I want the skinny on it.
We're the same clan, and you're my elder. The fuck am I gonna teach you? How to use a DVR?
Before I slept, most of our number were firmly Sabbat.
Upset you missed a chance to have a hand in it? You snooze, you lose.
I earned something of a reputation in the underbelly of Constantinople. I was feared, and ultimately obeyed. Run, now! Keep that in mind for the next time we speak.
I like my problems to stay where I can see them, rather than hiding in the shadows.
Oh, I love all the shadow stuff. Do you see that? Where is it? Like jumping into the person's shadow? Look at this. Like telefragging and via a shadow is pretty cool.
To stay where I can see them, rather than hiding in the shadows.
You just stroll into town, my town, a town I had to work to be a part of, with your big bad elder reputation and your stupid fucking name, and you're just gifted a place in the Camarilla? Oh, but you don't know how you got here, and for some mysterious reason, no one understands, you can't even fuck off somewhere else. Your story don't quite add up. Something's off about you.
Oh, goodbye.
Fire.
Thanks, preacher.
The priest outfit with unique interactions. Oh, nice. A bit of sacrilege. Yeah, the La Sombra was Sabbat, yeah. The La Sombra in Bloodlines is a Sabbat, for example.
I needed to see someone reassuring tonight.
Not in the mood to be saved tonight, thanks. I've had this whole sexy priest fantasy since Catholic school.
You should have just turned the other cheek, fucker.
A wise prince.
Should turn the other cheek, fucker. Right, let me go pour the tea and then we'll carry on, sorry.
Knows which threats must be dealt with immediately, and which can be left to simmer.
This is your tinfoil Sabbat thing again, right?
You needn't look very far. After all, who were the first Sabbat, if not Anarchs?
Those who need coddling are not worthy of Clan La Sombra.
Oh.
You should have found yourself a Ventry.
Oh, brutal. I love it. I really, really, really like that the clan stuff seems to be like how different each clan sort of feels. Like La Sombra Fire, at least according to the trailers, La Sombra Fire feels very different to, say, you know, Tremere Fire. I think that's quite a nice touch. I mean, that's exactly what we wanted out of this, right? Like, you know, we wanted this to be like unique interactions when you dress as a priest and you're a bit like, uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. I really like her little getup here.
The
She looks good.
Ventry.
I still think it's kind of incredible that this is actually looking okay. This is looking pretty good. I'm still kind of like, amazed that it's looking fairly repaired. You know what I mean? Like, you ever thought of Hugh Newton? Fuck Hugh Newton. I think we should get Pegasus from Yugi in this. Yugi boy. Gonna send you to the fucking Shadow Realm. Pricks. It's not jank enough. PC Gamer reviewed it? No, they previewed it, didn't they? I think they previewed it as really decent story, pretty bad gameplay. Which, honestly, sounds like Vampire anyway, but, also, I don't mean to throw... I don't know who did the review, and I'm not going to check, but I don't mean to throw shade, but I'm not also going to take that point of view from general journalists at this point. I don't... There's a fair whack of them that I don't think can play games particularly well, and I'd be interested to see what someone who can look at something a bit more mechanically can make of it, you know? Right, anyway, almost done. Gonna get a tea, and then we can, you know, gonna get my tea sword. Oh yeah, good news. Therese seems to be absolutely fine, by the way. Like, she hasn't, like, been ill again with the food, so... I think she just ate too fast. So... I think that's all it was. The Cuphead tutorial guy. I almost feel bad for that guy, actually. Like, that guy could have... For all... Like, I know he obviously wasn't great, right? Sure. Like, absolutely, you know? But I do feel a bit bad for him, you know? And yeah, you know, when you're reviewing, you probably should be relatively competent, but, like, not that I want to make excuses for him, but I do want if the guy could have just been having a fucking bad day, you know? And then that's your legacy forever. You're the Cuphead guy. Yeah, Therese seems to be better, yeah. You also posted about it. It's a good read. I need to have a look at that, really. Alright, we're back to Bunny Ears. Bunny Ears. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Vampire. I really am. I'm certainly hoping it's a fun, solid time, you know? Gotta make sure we don't get any surprise goblins. If you're playing that poorly, don't put the footage out. I wasn't he like a... Oh, right. These are things with like, the talisman stuff on them, right? Yeah. Amazon finally updated the listing. You can't swap it over to the standard edition if you want a physical copy. Is it digital only the one you're getting or something? Or the DB Our Cuphead runneth over. Oh, okay, I'll have a look at that later. According to the Nihon Shoki, one of Japan's most ancient history books, Yamato no Orochi, a colossal 8-headed dragon, demanded the sacrifice of beautiful young girls for it to devour. Oh no, it's a Redditor. Oh no. Orochi's on the boss in Okami. Yes! He had to fight it like 3 times, right, if I remember. I loved Okami. I haven't played it in years, though. Upon hearing this, the wild deity Susanoo no Mikoto... Yeah, I mean, Susanoo and Orochi are in Okami, right? I named one of my WoW characters back in the day after Amaterasu. She's called Ami. She was a Draenei shaman. Upon hearing this, the wild deity Susanoo brought 8 barrels of sake to the dragon and lured it into drinking them. Once Yamato no Orochi had become intoxicated, he slew the dragon by chopping off all 8 heads. And according to the Ibisugaoka's oldest historical records, after being decapitated, one of Yamato no Orochi's head flew far west and fell between the mountains of Higanokuni. The head eventually came back to life as a poisonous water dragon that plagued the land for many years to come. Higanokuni is now known as Ibisugaoka, and there are records of toxic gas leaks from the underground water streams in the past. It's highly possible this is where the legend of the poisonous water dragon stems from. However, the local records state that Orochi's head flew here. There is no mention of this in the Nihon Shoki. It's not hard to surmise that some shameless individuals put a religious spin on this noxious leaks to turn a profit, and falsified connections using famous literature to solidify their claim. And an emu. Nice. Yeah, the artwork for Okami, it's gorgeous. I actually bought Okami, like on a whim, when I was younger. I was in a game in the UK. I don't know how old I was, like 14, 13, I guess. 14 maybe? I'm trying to think when it came out. It was on the PS2, wasn't it? And I didn't know anything about it. But it was a half price instead of £40, it was £20 brand new. And it came, I shit you not, it came with a free copy of Dragon Quest VIII with the Dragon Quest VIII guidebook from Brandy Games or Primer or whatever the fuck it was. £20 for those 2 games. And the guidebook. So I bought them, you know, with the money I had. And, yeah, both of them were fantastic. Loved them both. Incredible games.
It opened.
Dragon Quest VIII was my very first Dragon Quest. Oh, got a Nif. It's my very first Dragon Quest as well. I think Nif's better for generous stabbings. I don't have the HD version or the DS one. I know they're making a sequel or something, right?
Ringo!
That's not Rinko. Yeah, what up, fucker? Come and have a go if you think you're odd enough. Get shanked, you little shit. Yeah. Absolutely binerated. Have I still got my thingies in? Yeah. Moe. Perfect stream content when I play Elite Dangerous. I loved Elite Dangerous when I played it. I had a Ferdinand ship, maybe, I think it was called. When that first came out. and I loved pottering around. I played a lot with Clyker. We had little ships. We occasionally pulled people who had like bounties out of like hyperspace and beat them up. It was fun. Good times. Hey Colin, how are you? You what, mate? Let's go beat him up. It's £2.50 in the autumn sales. Mate, £2.50 for Elites of Steel. If I could offer one suggestion, if you like it, get yourself a proper joystick controller. The extra fun I had from the immersion with that proper controller was excellent. It was great. And it really, really like immersed me into the world. I had a lot of fun with that. Everyone's a gangster till the pink bunny girl like starts burning everyone. Yeah, too fucking right. Yeah? Bowie. Oosh. Get absolutely shreked, you big nerd. I feel this new game plus is going to be member enemy placement. No, you don't. Here's a new one. Nice. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. The game is a grind. The game is a grind, but at the time I was enjoying it. I didn't really care. Like I played a lot with Clyco and we had a lot of fun just jumping into asteroid belts and.
Shoo, where are you?
And like just mucking around a bit, you know, like fighting dudes. But the game was also a lot simpler back then. There was a lot less to it, so I assume it's a bit more complicated now. To be fair, I think if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I feel that Elite Dangerous didn't really meet its true potential, perhaps. I think they could have done a bit more with it, but Frontier dropped the ball a smidge. Labyrinth of the Demon King? What's that? I've got the Okami music stuck on my head now. Okami Den isn't a true secret, is it not? It's like a little offshoot thing, is it, for you? Filthy washing machines. Need some Calgon in those suckers. I'll keep them. It's empty. Curses. Okay, we've actually made it to the shop and the shrine. Pills? We don't take those, do we? No, sir. No pills. Oh, baseball bat. Wow, it's giving us lots of weapons, like, really early. That's cool. I'm going to use 2 saves. 1 and 2 here, I guess. Let's get rid of that. Oh, we got 2 things we can get rid of. Gotta have a little bit of faith. Oh yeah, didn't we say there's another slot we can use? Yeah, there we go. We got maximum slots. There we go. Delicious. Which means I can now put another one on. When using restore time, you'll not be interrupted. Boring. Great. That's the charging time for focus seems like a really good one to have. Deals additional damage. I'm using Wolf already. What are these little circly ones? Oh, they're the ones I bought, I wonder. Hosh. I think we'll do the Hawk. Star Citizen. That's just really sad, isn't it? There's no way around that. That's just a bit of a bummer. One v 5 encounters are rough in that game. Yeah, you can lose your shields really bad. Yeah, rip. First-person survival horror. Oh, that sounds alright. What a shame. Daddy! What a wrong way to die. She was a good man. I've backed a Kickstarter game, as did Amon if he's here. Like, honestly, it was kind of giving me more entertainment from the fact the creators kind of detonated and made so much drama. I'll never play the game. It'll never come out. But I've got a lot of entertainment out of my Kickstarter, so, you know. Trying to see if there's any what's new in these cutscenes, really. I need to keep an eye out. What were the conditions for the next ending other than not taking pills? Sacred Sword or something? There's a quest for Sacred Sword?
Of a different life. A family that owned a candy store. Instead of some stuffy old shrine.
Delicious candy. Basically Mogs, yeah?
Here, it's all yours. As much candy as you could ever want. Sweet dreams. Sakuko.
Be a shame I have to brain you with a pipe in the other world in like an hour. Rep and PP. The Holy Sword of Saint Stabatha. Blessed be her mighty holy tits. All hail Saint Stabatha.
Go home. The store's closed for the day. Sakuko.
Special F.
Even if you're gone.
Poor Zool. I heard he was in the military though. You can skip it. Yeah, I think I asked people if they wanted me to skip the cutscenes or not, or we just keep them as they were, you know? Avonkus Maximus. Yeah? Bonk. Here we go. It says hold to skip new cutscenes. This is new. Yeah, fuck him. Is it all for the pink bunny suit? No, I think it's just for funsies. I think. She's alright. Nothing a good bit of murdering McSolve. That was a bit different before, right? Where Shu rocked up, isn't that right? It probably is. You mean a reference to Robbie the Rabbit, Commander? Yeah, it could be actually.
So that our clan may prosper.
Bunny. We're in the dank shrine. Alright.
What's this?
It's a puzzle. Pay respect to the gods and the spirits of thine ancestors. A restless heart leads to a corrupt soul only through sufficient offerings. Okay, then we have to, like, examine each one for the... Squashed rat. Squashed rat. Wait, what do you mean squashed? He's a leaf. He's not a leaf, I guess. It's in one of them little bobblers. Is that a bobbler? No, it's a bobbler. Is that not right? Have I unbobbled? Oh no, it's that way. Shit. Sorry, I stuffed it. There are claims that people have hacked Discord and now have 1.5 terabytes of age verification photos. Is that just come out, like, literally a few minutes ago or something? Remember what I said about never, ever, ever give anyone an age verification photo? You remember I said that? I hope you listen to me. Discord previews tweet. Is that a legitimate Discord? Is that a legitimate thing though? She's doing alright. Oh right, we're getting bitten, sorry. Let me just have a look at this. What's it called? Discord previews. Just checking my phone. Twitter. Here we go. This was from 5 days ago, is that right? It was this like a new tweet? So like... Oh, here we go. We've become aware that perpetrators of this attack claim to have obtained 1.5 terabytes of age verification photos, which are now used to extort Discord. 2 million files. That would be a bummer, wouldn't it? Interesting to see if that's real or not. That would be a bit of a bummer if it is. Flee! Flee! Faster, girl, faster. Oh no. Oh no.
Locked. Help! Anybody!
Calm yourself, Hinako.
Please. It won't open.
That's enough.
I'm trying to pay attention to stuff, see if there's anything.
I will open it for you.
Open it! Open it!
It's interesting from the get-go, he's being very, he's kind of ordering her around, or like, you know, that's enough. I will do this, you know.
That must have been some nightmare.
Nightmare?
Are you injured? You must not be so reckless.
Yeah, I use a VPN at all times
Take better
anyway.
care of yourself.
The only annoying one's kind of Steam, which it refuses to use. It doesn't matter with Steam. It wants a credit card, which I don't have.
Shall we get going? Hinako.
This guy's a fraudster.
What's wrong? This way.
That way? Okay. Yeah, Foxy doesn't seem like a massive douche nozzle, does he? That's the interesting thing. Like, don't get me wrong, he doesn't seem outwardly hostile, perhaps, is the, Then again, that depends on how much of the other world is actually, quote, real, quote, quote, if you know what I mean. Like, a lot of the other world is, like, the protagonist gets self-tortured by stuff that is bothering them. So it's very possible, you know, Fox Guy is probably not very real in the first place. It's obviously just a creation of what she thinks the guy she's married is, I would guess. Presumably the Fox Guy looks like her husband-to-be. We never did quite suss that if she was actually married yet or is about to be married. I think she's about to be married, I think. He's gaslighting us to cut off our face. Yeah, true, that's a bit rude, isn't it, to be fair? That's not very nice. The thing is, we're feeling a bit like this guy's being a bit gribbly, but in reality, Hineko's what, 20 in her 20s? She's projecting into Silent Hill. Well, sorry, Silent Hill. You know what I mean? Into the other world as a younger lady, I think, right? Yeah, he does talk about very much possession, doesn't he? Like, you are mine. You are, you know, you belong to me. This kind of stuff. And the fact he literally brands her. He literally brands her. So you know. I think they said they're trying other things. Yeah, I'm not getting a credit card just so, like, you know, I can buy, like, dubious games we can stream. Although saying that, all the dubious games we stream so far do show up still. So let's wait for the advert people anyway, for a sec. I find it completely ridiculous, by the way, that I can see an 18-rated game page, such as Silent Hill, by the way, but I cannot see another 18-rated game page because it's got titties in it, or something. Like, what's the logic Steam is rolling with there? Like, I don't quite understand that. He's unaware of the battle between the two Hinekos. Yeah, I'd assume that's going to be the sort of reference to that, yeah. That's an interesting point, Commander. It's so weird, like, so why is it I can say I'm 18 for, you know, why is it I can say I'm 18 to look at Doom or look at that? But when it comes to, like, you know, another type of adult game, that's suddenly being 18 is not okay? It's so strange. Yeah, like, it's just MasterCard. Like, I wish they'd be honest about it. It's not really about age rating. It's just because the payment processor people are so fucking weird. Like, that's...
Wait. What's this shrine?
What's this shrine? It's Doge. You want things to get back to how they were? They probably won't, like... Unfortunately, I don't think. I wish they would. But I think, the only way that will happen, certainly in the UK, is if an opposition decides to take a big point on about the law, and they change it. That obviously won't change it, like, for MasterCard. Valve needs to become a payment processor themselves. That would solve that, probably.
This way.
Do you know, I'm going to be slightly tinfoil hatty here. I think if MasterCard started taking actions to try and ban stuff like Doom or Mortal Kombat, which make a huge amount of money, make an absolutely huge amount of money, I think that's when they would see a bit more pushback. I think Valve doesn't give too much shit about Furry Cyberfucker 3 and, like, Sex with Hitler, somehow, you know. I know I'm being a bit facetious, that's not the only games that have been banned. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm mostly joking. But, like, I think that's gonna be the big thing there. Is that, like, you know, adult games don't have the same prestige as adult violent games. You know, like... And I think that's potentially what some of the sort of hoo-ha is. Is there anything I actually don't need here? I mean, we don't carry any red pills now, so carrying some of this is actually probably quite useful. Oh.
It's locked.
It's jammed. If I remembered the sigils, could I have just come in here again? I mean, probably right, but...
Wait a minute. I feel like I've seen something
Where's the...
like this before.
Shit, where am I going? That way. I'm gonna bin the gangly nerd. Take his lunch money. Orc Massage 2 is the real secret. What's this one, Dukes? A very fine Hinako for me. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, very fine. Exactly as I picture it in the game, honestly. What a queen. That's a great picture. All three pieces there, you have to find the middle one? What do you mean, Commander? Is it like changed slightly? Kind of the violence okay, but show a nipple at the end of the world. I mean, it's very strange, right? Oh! It's the doll.
What's this doing here?
Lightning cast down from the heavens, split asunder the decayed tree. In the earth grows kudzu. Since we've done this before, could somebody... should we just, like, skip it, essentially? Should I just go to the door and just skip the puzzle? Since we've kind of know the shtick of this, right? In your first playthrough, the middle piece of the puzzle was missing. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Ah, got stuck on a bit of wall. I'm gonna bin this nerd. Yeah! Get stabbed, shitter. Blam! Hiya! Get stunned, nerd! There we go. Yeah, should we just skip this then? Can some Commander or Azumi, would you do me a solid? Could you just give me the thingies? Rather than, since we've seen this before and I can only assume there's no real content for going back and doing the same puzzle again. Would you mind? Yeah, excellent. Or if not, it's, if you don't, you don't know the, oh, is it? I don't know if the changes for New Game Plus. Oh, gone the wrong way. That's fine, I can always have a quick look. Oh, it was your birthday today, Axel. Sorry, I completely missed up the, what difficulty are we on? Story. Story, combat, and normal puzzles. Happy birthday, dude! Happy birthday, man! I just went around the long way for no good reason. I'm sorry. It is easy to find. I was just thinking I'd just save myself some time. If not, I'll just look it up. It's fine. It's all good. It's no problem. We'll just do it quickly. Hold on. Let me just pause it a sec. It's only because we've done this before, and I just basically don't want to like kill some time with the. Let's go to Silent Hill F puzzles. There we go. Puzzle guide. Since we're doing New Game Plus, I don't really want to basically walk around and do the same thing again. Here we go then. The altar we've already done. Oops. We're doing the Shrine Vault, aren't we? Oh my god, this using the internet without fucking ad block is absolutely cursed. Oh, apparently it's random each time. That's a bit rubbish. Damn it. Alright, well, never mind. Well, let's try if it is the same. What was it? Circle, the horizontal line, circle, vertical line, and S. Let's just see if that's close. That'd be the S, I guess. No. No, that's fine. Alright. I think we've got some anti-tasty cheesy method. No stinky cheese for us, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, we can just, I mean, I know where all the pieces were because we were, we did it before, didn't we, so. Matey's still looking a bit deceased on the floor. Oh, really? You got back up just as though. Do I look like a bitch to you, dude? Oh, my sanity's looking a bit dodgy. Yeah! Yeah, happy birthday, Axman. Have you done anything nice for your birthday? Oh, I missed it. Damn. Yeah, I get shanked, nerd. Alright, we gotta look for the unique one again, don't worry. Oh, does the map literally tell me where the changed one is? Is that what this shtick is? No, it is.
This seems right. Better look for more.
That's cute. Okay, and it didn't do that before, did it? So that's kind of nice. Alright, we can go that way. Nice. He says. I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah. No filthy cheese for me. Do 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 do. Oh, there's an actual save here? I didn't remember that. I didn't remember there being a save here. I ain't saving, I ain't no coward. So where's this one then? This one is right here. There it is. Yay. Something must be off. Was I wrong? Was that incorrect? It's lightning? Thought it would have been one of these. Maybe I'm wrong? There's the lightning one.
One left.
There we go. Right. I'm just being dumb. Cool. And then we go to the one that's to our south. And this one we're looking for another unique one, aren't we? Let's see. We've done the tree splitting, we've done the lightning, and now we're looking for the last unique job. Let's see. The flower? Feels like it might be the flower.
Alright. Time to try that lock.
Don't forget the cat. For those yet to abandon hope, I've hidden the Omotori that protects evil against behind the Emirate. I'm going to test your efficiency, however, no power is absolute. You must remain vigilant. The heirloom belonged to my grandmother, and I pass it on to you. Oh, we always forget the cat. A99 Professor. A new area here? Like in this section? Is it like over there? Izzy showed up in Silent Hill F, should be kicking ass, I think. Near where you are is a cat with a hidden item. Did you not find it? I didn't actually, no. I don't think so. A cat, you say? Have a look, see if we can find it. Kitty? Meow. These guys are sound-based, right? A picture of the cat opposite the board, so it'd be over this way, I guess? That's where the doll is. I did not get the cat though. I must have missed out on cool swag. Oh, they're all rotten now. Maybe I can't get them unless it's like, it pops out. What is down here? I don't think we went down here before. Let's go look. Sushi. It just leads you over to some... Oh, I definitely didn't go here before. It's interesting. The tree. That's new, for sure. A perspective on Hiragami. Tales of mortals being wed to gods and spirits can be found throughout every culture across human history. Certainly from the perspective of humans, to tie oneself to a divine being is an undeniable honour. However, if one to consider the opposite perspective, the divine being is binding themselves to a vulgar life form, what could possibly motivate them to make such a degrading choice? Countless seasons have passed since I became to this sacred land of beauty and wonder, and yet, even now, I consider myself whether I am worthy of such an honour. I cannot answer in the affirmative to any confidence. So I must ask myself, what benefit is there to be such between mixing their divine blood with that of a lowly mortals? To be clear, I'm overjoyed to be of some use to them, however I can't help but wonder. You got a shrew mole. Dodging does not consume stamina when in a near-death state.
Bet I could use this.
That's cool. Nice shrew. Was this like completely by itself? Like, yeah. Okay. That's kind of funky, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like those lock boxes seem to be... That's what I describe as a poor situation. Rude. I don't want any friendos from this place, though. I need to heal. Might not necessarily be a terrible idea. My stamina's really low. It does come back slowly, I think, doesn't it? But anyway, we need to check the... What do we say it was? There we go. Lightning, well, 11, moon, square T. 11, moon, square T. Banging.
That man. Where'd he go?
Don't need to ask such questions, it's not relevant. Any goodies in there though? No. Nice.
So you accept my gift? I fashioned this key from mystic jade. Especially for you.
Especially?
Especially for me? Aw. That's
Once
nice.
you insert that key into the Inari statue.
The Sword of Destiny? I wonder if we can get more context on the dolls this time around, I wonder. Alright, mate. Nugget! Can we go back the same way? I think we can, can't we? Whee! I just realised I got like no sanity, so I'm going to start losing loads of health. Ow, rude. Nugget! Nugget!
Stay away from me!
Run! You hoping the doll will get up and fight the fox in Mortal Kombat? That'd actually be pretty neat. Do you think they will? Bum 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 bum.
The door from earlier was for welcoming visitors. However, this door denies all but the select few who may tread sacred ground.
Doesn't sound that reasonable.
Am I allowed inside?
Why, of course. Today you are most welcome. We must continue on ahead. Shall we rest first?
No.
I'm okay.
think.
Tell me if you need a break.
Oh, this is... Technically, this is a new cutscene. Okay, so what's new about... What can we spot this in here? Oh. The monster? Oh no, maybe not. Oh? Oh yeah, driving's always like an interesting experience. Oh no, the bunny ears are falling off. No. F for the bunny ears.
Talk to me.
I'm glad you're right there, Ozakast. Is the implication the doll brain just there, I wonder? Oh my god, our bunny is better now. Alright, nice.
Well, you never have been one to go down without a fight.
So, the thing is now, rather than Shu being the baller king, we're now sussy as Shu because we know that the pills are not great, right? That he's been giving us. So what's that about?
Where's Sakuko?
Them taking off the ears is legitimately quite funny. I don't think he knows about the side effects. Maybe not. I mean, he should do, right? If his family are a bunch of doctors.
What is happening? Not a soul left in town. Some kind of terrible dream.
Again, assuming, right, that the pills he's giving us are the White Claudia drug. Was it DPT or whatever it was called?
It's one nightmare after another.
That's my assumption is exactly what it is. That they cause mass hallucinations and other things. So...
Even if no one else is left in this world,
you might not know about the extra side effects. It's possible.
it's good to know you're still around.
Wait, what about Rinko?
Oh, she just said she needed to talk to me about something. But,
Rinko
you
was
know,
supposed to be with you. How do we know if she's all right?
Oh. Sorry. I guess I was confused. We all got split up and ran off. I haven't seen Rinko since.
But where would she even go at a time like this?
Maybe she went home. Let's go find her, partner.
In ending one, he's over saying he's sorry and messed up. Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, so, what I take from this is that Hinako doesn't really share his feelings, right?
What's wrong? Keep up, or I'll leave you behind.
I think she's conflicted. Could be actually, yeah. So it's hard to say, really.
Alright, I need to focus.
Oh no, my pipe's looking a bit bendy.
To find Rinko. Sakuko. I'm sorry. But I need to get going.
Oh, let me just, we're gonna think here, we wanna, yeah, Inari Sushi. Honestly, that's a full heal, right? I should probably keep those now. Slightly restores max sanity is kind of whatever. The Yonkans do health. Could do health and max sanity. Could do T's okay. But considering we're not using any of the we're not using any of the pills, we need to be a little bit more aware of our stuff, I think. guess I don't need to go any of the super extra ways to go get, like, to look for, like, the health, the inventory increases and stuff, right? Because they're all done. I guess we can carry on. We can sort of travel down the main path for most of it. Because we're going up that way, right? But I guess we can. Although I suppose going down certain way, like this way gave us a inventory item last time.
Tell me that monster's not around.
We got jumped from behind when we did this last time, but do you think it's worthwhile still? Gribble around the corner. I mean, the toolkit's worth the trip, honestly. Red pills.
Why would someone put this here?
Gribble on the roof? Who lets gribblers on the roof? We do know there's a gribbler on the way back, or at least there was. Make sure they don't fly out from the corner at me. Hello. Hey, Bonkus Maximus. There's another one, right? If I recall. Third person to the camera scamming it around the corners. You alright, kiddies? Therese, what's going on? Jeanette, don't bite your sister on the bum, please. Hello, Therese. Therese. You alright? Therese. Oh, she's ignoring me. That's alright. I mean, she's fine then. Let's see, we got the dried dead burb. We can get rid of. Nice.
Another dead end.
She generally seems sweet with a little exception where he feels weird, a bit of a dick. Remember, my suspicion... Don't forget, like, I would say, considering that we now know that Hinako isn't 15, right? Or whatever the fuck she's supposed to be here. She's actually an adult, yeah? Which means that Hinako is not a reliable narrator in this situation, right? Like, that we now know. You what, mate? Is anyone Silent Hill? I'd say Harry. Essentially Harry is, because Harry is not in his own Silent Hill. He's one of the... I guess Henry as well. Harry and Henry are probably fun enough, because neither of them are in their own Silent Hills. Like, they have been pulled in to someone else's, which actually makes, I feel, makes actually a reasonable difference. Laura's a kid, though. Like, while technically she could be. Come on, Anne. No, don't go away. Come on, Anne. Prick. Oh, you weren't scripted to jump over here. Well, that sucks for you then, mate. Oh, look, there's the one of the posters, which I'll ignore, because we know that gives one of the endings. But we'll ignore that. Travis. I haven't played Origins, actually, but... Get bonked. I really don't know if it's a good idea to go rummaging through all the optional stuff again. Because there's a lot of items we kind of don't need. And like rummaging for the optional stuff is interesting the first time around. on a New Game Plus, unless we're finding like the notes, which we might, I guess. Mostly we're just going to be using items up, aren't we? A steel pip! I'll replace my current pip with that one. There we go. You can't scare me. I'm literally hard as fuck. Oh no! That was actually the wrong button. What was that? Bandage. You alright? Anyway. I think there was goodies somewhere. Yeah. I got an ala. Ala. I imagine if you actually get a decent, get your groove on soldier kind of approach here, you can probably get through this game relatively quickly. It's not crazy long. Like, obviously we spent some time. Oh, here we go. Research photo 2. God, it's grainy, isn't it? Fucking hell. A photo is attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by a researcher. This is for the ending stuff, right? In the Muromachi period, the Great Famine of Oe had young individuals desperate for quick money, and so they searched for the legendary sword. One story even claims the sword was discovered. However, the youth who found it became consumed by the Taira clan's resentment and massacred the others one after another. After that, the sword became known as the Sacred Sword and sought to contain the lingering animosity of defeated Taira soldiers. Was the sword hidden after that? There's not enough information. I must search for the Jizu statues myself. I was able to get contact with a resident who knows the location of an old Jizu statue. That's maybe my first clue. Where was that? Number 2 is in a garden, maybe? 60 minutes New Game Plus. Yeah, I can believe that. The resident. That seems a little tricky for now. Yeah, I can't quite see what that is. It's like an overhead building with some garden stuff in it, maybe, right? So presumably it's going to be one of the ones in the fog fields, I would guess. Anything marked on the map? Not obviously, but it could be something over here, to be fair. We've yet to see. What we got here then? 3 yonkins, a chocolate. I think the chocolate we can bin, can't we? We said, yeah, we don't need the chocolates. What about the higashis? Nah, the higashis are useless to us. Stamina, which is not really a problem unless I've really scuffed something, so. Your is okay, we can use those to heal, so that's fine. Yonkin, yeah, you know, like the little yogurts, the fromage phrase. Oh, I thought there was a gribbler in here. Was I misremembering? And there's a sickle in here, isn't that? Was it? There's a sickle. Cat percentage. No, we can't. We ruined that, remember? We ruined it. Look, here's another Inari-san box with another emu in it. Jumping to the end of the Heian period, the infamous Genpei War wreaked, I'm probably butchering all of these, sorry, wreaked havoc across the country, and defeated warriors from the Taira clan, defeated warriors from the Taira clan fled to all corners of Japan for sanctuary. Ancient folklore claims that Ibisukaoka is one of the hidden sanctuaries. Few venture close to this land, for the poisonous gas that rose in the ground was a well-known phenomenon. This made it a perfect hiding place for those shamed warriors. Though this did not come with its own inherent problems, as there are numerous records regarding the residents suffering from the water dragon's poison. It's only natural then they would turn to the idolization of a device to quell the dragon's anger. However, despite the popularity of the faith at the time, not a hint of its legacy remains today. It just goes to show that even the gods are not exempt from the fickleness of man. Therese? You alright? She squeaked. Yeah, she's fine. I think that was cat fur. Yes.
Shu, where are you?
Yeah, the Onken yogurts are delicious.
What is it, partner?
Everything that's happening to us. Do you think it could be some dream we're having? Because we just want to keep playing.
Is it not Dr. Smirnoff? We're getting sussed.
Well, we could pinch each other to find out.
No. I can pinch myself, thank you very much.
I love the like stretchy boing of the of his face when he does that.
Sorry. Seems it's not a dream after all.
It's very technically a very soft cheese. That's fraudulent. I hate that I've been gifted with this knowledge now. Right, I think we need to find these shrines, right? And there's new puzzles, so maybe one of these houses is now open that wasn't before. Where's my bat of victory? Let us shitbrain any nerd goblins that happen to give us any grief. Yeah, like you. Come on, then, prick. Hey, donk. That'll teach him. Remember, we're not locked up in here with them. They're locked in here with us. Bonk. Because the picture had like a load of stuff in the back garden as well. It looked like a garden, right? So I would assume it's going to be one of these buildings because that kind of makes some sense. Oh my god, did you see that? Jesus Christ. Oh, I'll pick it up for now, but... the most feared item of Silent Hill. The first aid kit. I fear it. It scares me. It's probably the scariest thing in the game, honestly. Like... Wait, what? Wait, something... I think I did this before. I think something scary happens and I completely missed it. Or is it the monster comes out? There it is. Yeah, but I'm not scared of you, monster. You know, obviously. So, you know. I fear no monster, for I have a bat. We can't get around there, can we? Okay. I think it's near the main road. It could be actually. Is it the house we went into in the first run through? Which it very well could be, I suppose. Can't see shit, Captain. Fucking foggy. Yeah, let's go up this way, I guess. Yo, Drews. Now you're back. What's going on? You've been all fussy, kitty. What's up with you? Hey, what's up with you? You're fussy. Oh, the Smash Bros. Home run sound of it, yeah. You hit someone, it goes twing. K.O. Yeah, you get in Silent Hill. Hit the targets. Yeah, come on, then. This one had forgotten to get into position. Had to wait. Nice. All the bonk sounded from Diddy. Huh? You want some of this? Huh? Tough guy? Boink.
I'm going to need to find a replacement.
Right, there's a gribbler right here, remember? Unnecessarily loud! Let me murder you. There we go. Anything in here that's worth the bonkage? No. This is the house. I don't know if there's anything worth going in there again. There's a couple of gribblers in there. There's a couple of gribblers in there, from what I recall. But I don't think there's anything we really want. Well, there's any new notes in there? That's also true, there could be. I do know there's like 3 goblins inside, right? We'll be back along there again in a minute, so we can have a look if need be. Oh yeah, we need to not fight the big boss man as well, don't we? Remember we dropped down there before and we got a bit, get caught up with trying to murder him and that was completely unnecessary in the end. I remember back on early YouTube, there was like the scouts saying bonk and boink done as a remix to various different songs. You get like, so people would like pipe them in TF2 when you were playing. It was like 2008 or something. 28 song Boink remix or whatever. Good times. I do know we found, didn't we find a shrine along this way before? Was it here? Wasn't it here? Like on that one? Like this house, I want to say. Because this takes us up to this shrine. Which I guess since we're here.
Shrine is up ahead. I used to go there a lot.
I don't know if there's anything new for this one, but prehistoric YouTube, it really was actually. Boink, 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 boink. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not gaslighting myself and that the little foxes weren't there before. I wonder if there's anything new here. Oh. A rusted flask. An antique portable thermos bottle. The gas container inside is broken. It's not usable. What that for, I wonder? Here, what's us? How are you? We got more alas. That might be for the offering for the shrine that we need, maybe? I'm blue but boink, yeah, I remember that. Boink, 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 boink.
Hey, partner! That's not the way to Rinko's house.
Oh, sorry. Zoned out for a bit.
This is Sakoko's family shrine.
Mortal Komboink, yeah, I remember that. Boink, 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 boink.
Don't think too much about it. Let's hurry up and find Rinko.
Right. Let's go.
You zoomed away again. I wonder if finding it was on the way back. I'm pretty sure it's that house, right? I feel it's that house. But I also remember some sassy thing on the way there, so maybe. Hear me out, Shu. What if we don't? Yeah. What if we said, what if we just do not do that? Isn't that like a crazy idea? What if we say we did and then let's not? Ah, maybe we can go up here though. This looks relatively promising. A new pip. A le pip. I could replace one of my nifs with a le pip, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that, and you can't make me. Here it is. Offer the rusted flask. My ears were met with the soothing chime of, but well, yeah. I found a damaged Ojizu sound in the mountains. The character of Mizu, water, can be faintly seen etched in the stone base. I wonder what happens if I offer something that relates to it. Well, we accidentally stumbled along the victory for that one, so. Isn't there 5 we gotta find? Isn't that right? I'm guessing there's 1 for each section of the fog world. Would be my guess. Oh, what? I got scammed. Ugh, red capsules. I'm sorry, I don't speak... Someone speaking Danish. I don't speak Danish. Probably just hello. Sounds reasonable. Right, I might just replace my Lupip. Unless we're coming back this way. Although the game doesn't tend to save weapons if you come back a second time, does it? How much stamina? I'll take the off chance we might be able to get back there. I think we can. I think we can. Danish didn't hear him. It was a big growling. I do like the wiggly bunny ears though. They're very fine. Oh god. Distressing dead end. Oh no, they actually can hit, they can stagger you. That's actually interesting. Madam, put your tits away, please. We're busy. Bunkus. Wow, she went for the double chase. What a Chad. You cooking? What are you cooking, dude? Anything exciting? Anything delicious? Any more new game plus weapons of utter victory? Let's check back here. I think Source games tend to be bountiful memes because also the fact that Gary's mod and other... Oh look, there's another UFO poster, which we're not touching. But... Is that how we achieve UFO? UFO supremacy. I think because of Gary's mod and other things, it was just easier to make stuff with Source games as well. Spicy ground meat? Mmm, delicious. Aw, you sneaky bitch. You sneaky bitch! We're gonna have to beat the shit out of her now. The only reasonable thing to do. What we got here? Jump. There we go. I could go and replace my Lepip, but I don't think we need to at the moment, do we? I didn't remember much about this section. Is it because we drop down? There's the.
Don't go anywhere near that weird stuff.
How'd you even get past all that weird stuff?
Go around to the garden on the right. This way.
Got it.
I think he's trying to fraud us. Do you see that? Trying to get us murdered. What douche. Oh god, a first aid kit. No thank you. Oh god, red capsules. No thank you. A brand new Lepip. I will take that new Lepip because I don't think we actually come back here.
Better take this, just in case.
Agreed. I think we have to distract. Oh, another toolkit. Nice. I think we distract the goblin, don't we? That's what we actually want is the key, which I'll do in a sec. Let's have a quick look around. Oh no, we're actually full. Good god. No. No, I'm actually okay. We can always grab that if we get caught. I will take an extra bandage. Sure, why not? Alright, let's activate the gribbler. There hasn't been a huge amount of differences in the cutscenes yet, has there? I don't know if that will change or whether it's most just subtle changes and the big changes get in the ending, I wonder. Whee! What the hell is this thing? It's clearly a giant gribbler.
Some giant monster just showed up.
That's what I said. Alright. He's a bit slow, isn't he? Come here then.
Not enough.
Machinima, you can't drop such horrible, scary words in this chat and not warn me. Machinima needs like a fucking trigger warning or something. DVD training coming, yeah. Get kited, nerd. We'll make it. Get my generator done. Oh, that's not very nice, is it? Okay, you got me. Alright, fair play. You got me. You got me. Oh! Do I have to do all three in one go? Does that mean I do have to beat the shit out of him? I don't know. The bunny costume is the canon way to play. Oh, there we go.
All right.
Laters, nerd. Oh, okay. Laters. Yay!
You okay?
Yeah. I think so.
Good.
Deborah did like mad skills, man, innit?
I didn't let Junko down then. She told me to look after you. No matter what happens.
She did?
Did she?
Yeah, a while ago. Anyway, let's move.
Right. Time to go.
Time to go. More peels. Alright. Now we get the scorpion field in a second, don't we? Is there any other goodies we can grab while we're here? There probably is. How do we in chat feel about the game? Well, like in general, I like it. I like it. I still think the connections to Silent Hill as a whole, as a series, especially only seeing the first ending, whatever this may be, is what I describe as a smidge tenuous at best, I think. What's crap? You know, first aid kits are garbage. Goodbye, first aid kit. Right, there we go. Can I only carry one Inari sushi at once? Is that Wow, that's actually... They're really good, but yeah. I think it's really, really good. I think the fact it's Silent Hill makes it a bit, like, again, it's a smidge tricky to see some of the Silent Hill stuff. There's obviously some references here and there, which is very, very nice and much appreciated. I'm interested to see if that links up a little bit more. I was really, really happy to see the stuff about the White Claudia. I think the red pills are probably the White Claudia drug. I think that's very cool. I really like that a lot. Could do tea. Wait, which did I say I didn't want? Slowly restores for a set time. I think that one could probably go away, can't it? That one's good. The Yonken from Oinken or whatever can go. I think those actually stay. Maybe those can go. Those are decent. The Inari sushis are really good. I probably only need one of them at a time though, because they're like big full heals, right? I'm gonna get rid of. I don't think I'll ever want more than one of. I want to always make sure I got like a spare slot. So there we go. There we go. And I got 3 toolkits as well. I didn't like the weapons break. I'm so like not that bothered about it. Like the weapons do break, especially on normal difficulty or whatever, or you know whatever we're playing on, right? The weapons break, but it's not super relevant. I feel like the toolkits are common enough, and there's enough weapons. I didn't feel that was ever really a huge issue, but it's I could live with it and live without it. I could have also lived with the fact that if the weapons you picked up were just typical Silent Hill weapons, and you got a pipe, and then later you got a bat and a knife that did different things in different ranges. I would have also been fine with that. I feel that the toolkit thing didn't, at least on normal, again, didn't add a huge amount, so I could take it or leave it. Like the wall bouncing. Yeah, the wall bouncing's a scam. Fucking walls. Absolutely fraudulent. Yeah, I think it's exactly that, Dr. Smirnoff. There's no ammo as well, so they probably wanted something. The Hinako in the past one that Junko wants grown up. That Junko wants grown up Hinako to let go of or kill. Why would she want to help her? I don't know. That we need to sort of get to the bottom of, I guess. If you only carry 1 weapon, I don't matter. If you carry 3, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's pretty forgiving. But again, it could be that on hard, that's a much, much more bigger deal. So, you know. You don't have to fight every enemy. It is in record. That's also true. But it's far funnier to beat the shit out of them all, isn't it? Let's be fair. Like, watching 15-year-old schoolgirl Hanako absolutely shit-can the local gribblers with pipes is very funny. Like, there's just something very, very amusing about that. Yeah, I think I really do like it. Like, certainly the thing about it, right? In my mind, and for those who finished it, you can probably confirm, but I feel that the game isn't over yet, even though we've got an ending, right? Like, it's... Obviously, we do not have the context required for the full picture. Therefore, I can't give you my full thoughts on it either. I need to see what's actually going on. I have a suspicion. Obviously, the drugs are quite a big deal. Hence, even the save icon has the drugs on it, right? The drugs are probably White Claudia. something to do, you know, the way that the drug works. So Hinako is hallucinating and potentially... There's a potential that this entire thing is made up, by the way. You know, there are no monsters. There is no other world. It is all in her head and it's all gone horribly, horribly wrong. She's hallucinating with the drug. There's also the flip side that if she doesn't... I mean, actually, the fact we're playing this right now, we're not taking any pills at all, and she hasn't taken any cutscenes, and we're still in the other world, means maybe not. Maybe maybe that might actually be a thing. I don't know. It's hard to say. There's a lot of interesting things there, right? But... Oh, wait, didn't I pick up an emu? Did I pick up spawn? I did. What do I want? What do I want? I would like to have some more sanity. Sure, why not? Let's be more sane. Thank you. I appreciate it. There you go. Welcome in, everyone. We're just a bunny girl punching gribblers. We're about to get lost in the fog, by the way. It's very spooky. After looting everything that isn't nailed down, of course. We're playing New Game Plus, by the way, and we are talking about spoilery things. So if you want to play it, and have not done so yet, please bear in mind that we have finished it once, and there's going to be additional things, and we're talking about the entire game. So, just the fair warning. How was your UFO? Was it good? Yeah, Nacho, we're bunny girl. Yeah, she got bouncy little ears, look. Yes, boing. You're playing a horror game? Ooh, is it spooky?
We used to play here a long time ago.
Takes me back. Yeah.
The drugs were culling her perception she's still in the other world.
Yeah.
Just true. Here. Eddie and Angela are probably not popping it. That's also very true.
It's hard to picture a tough girl like you crying.
It made people more. It made more susceptible, right? It makes them more susceptible to like otherworldly things. I think it's the point of the drugs as well.
You tend to keep things bottled up inside.
Because Kaufman didn't take it, and he got sucked into the other world as well.
Yours, you know?
As spooky as Ned style games can get. I had to have a look at that one. It'd been kind of interesting too.
We used to catch fish and tadpoles. It felt great to be in the water.
Again, this makes a lot more sense if he's, you know, he's also not the age he looks, if that makes sense. Like some of the things he's saying.
I used to get yelled at for getting covered in mud.
I used to, when we did play. I used to do this. I used to do that.
The memories just keep rushing back.
Makes you miss those days, huh?
Makes you miss those days, you know. The memories rushed back. Like, all of this is past tense, which makes sense, you know.
Hey, you know, I'm here for you. Whatever you need, you can rely on me.
Stop peddling your drugs at me, Shu.
Thank you, partner.
All right, let's go. This fog is so thick.
Oh no, it's the Foge. The Foge is back.
Rinko hasn't lost her way.
Creepy. Who knows?
Partner?
Partner? Partner? Oh yeah, isn't this the one where we basically just got to, we gotta grab the nail, don't we, on this one, if I recall. So we look at the thingy and then there's gribblers. Oh yeah, the little doll's here again. I'm interested to see what the doll's about. Oh, pills! Well, that's an interesting bit of symbolism. There's pills on one side and the doll on the other. I don't know if that's... I'm what they call reaching, stretching, but, you know, interesting nonetheless. So we just need to go grab all the thorns, don't we? So this is one. Can you imagine how I feel? I put on my plates, man. Okay. Trying to remember this one. I remember the solutions, not off the top of my head. Could be that on purpose. You play enough horror games to notice quirks of that and trust your intuition. Yeah, maybe. Or, you know, they see me stretching. White Clawing made you more, like, pliable, like a zombie drug. That's also true. Yeah, it did a bit, didn't it? What was the idea? Okay. Isn't it, this is literally, if I remember right, it's, oh yeah, there were always girls. I do remember that. There was never one of the boys. And I think it was the smiling one, which is probably this lady then. Yeah, you can have this, please. Oh, no. Why are you not smiling? Oh, I'm just going to beat the shit out of you, I'm sorry. Ah! Stop that. I have to enact violence. Oh my god, please, put them away. They're meant to represent you and your friend. Yeah. Oh, let me just munch this. Okay. Delicious. I thought this one was like the smiling one. Am I wrong? I'll put on my polite smile. She is not smiling. She is not smiling. She's smiling. Maybe the other one wasn't actually smiling? Okay. Is this new? On the evening of the 7th, a 5-year-old girl fell into the waterway of a rice field and subsequently drowned to death. That away. I think that is different, yeah. It is only mildly cursed. We like a bit of curse now and again, don't we? I remember the next one. There was a backstabbing one. I do remember that. So, you know. Has anyone played the Ghost of Yotai yet, by the way? I know that's come out last week, didn't it? Stop chasing me, you freak. Can I imagine how it feels to be deceived by you for so long? You committed a great sin, what have you done?
Another scarecrow?
If I remember right, one of the girls has a big knife in her back. Oh, it's her. Yeah. Get niffed. There we go. Hello, cat. What's going on? What's going on? Are you gonna sit on me, or are you just gonna... What are you gonna do? Me going? Alright, come around there. Okay. Don't knock literally everything over, please. That'd be great. You're gonna get it, but the big open world's getting to take a... They are a huge time thing, aren't they, yeah? I'm looking forward to it. You bought Coke Zero... Oh my god. I'm gonna have to ban you. I'm sorry. That is outrageous. You come into my chat on the day of my Silent Hill marriage, and you do that to me? Can't believe it. Good kids don't play near the waterways. Be careful, especially when there's a lot of rain, because the water levels will rise. Good kids don't play in the crop fields. Watch out for the reservoirs and ponds, because they're dangerous too. I do like those big sort of open worlds, so... Alright. Where are we going? Backstabbed girl. That way. This is all about Rinko, right? These ones. I think. Do you think Rinko drowned? That's an interesting... That's twice as talking about water, isn't it? Okay, oh, this one, I remember this one. One of the girls is looking at one of the boys. Like, people being paired off, looking at boys, looking at boys. Then there's one that was all the way by herself. I think it was her. Yeah. Is looking good with Vampire coming out soon. I didn't want to end up like doing what I was doing, ditching a good game out. Yeah, I know what you mean. I always like I'm bought a thing in the Steam sale or didn't because I'm still playing Trails in the Sky and Hell Is Us, which are both excellent as well. And you obviously don't want to play something else while I'm doing those. Around 6 p.m., the girl's family discovered her floating face down in the waterways after being carried 2 kilometers downstream from where she fell in. She was transported to a nearby hospital where she pronounced dead on arrival. Multiple accidents have occurred due to this waterway in the past, but a single preventative measure is yet to be put in place. That's not cool, is it? That way, you say? Oh, look at that posture. She's like a real anime girl. Laters. Oh, Metaphor's really good, man. I loved Metaphor. That was proper solid. That was. We did dump her into lava. But yes, but also, yeah, you're right. It wasn't just lava, was it? It was water lava or something. Can you imagine how I feel? Oh, yeah, I remember this one. This one was a bit awkward. It was the one that wasn't looking at someone, right? Like, directly. It was a bit awkward. I think it's probably this one. Yeah, because this one's smiling. That one's half smiling. That one's neutral. That's a boy, so it's not that one. So I think it's probably you. I think, if I recall. Yeah, okay. Parents and guardians. When children are lost and begin to panic, they become less able to pay attention to their surroundings. There have been numerous reports of children running around the areas they're not familiar with and falling into waterways and reservoirs and drowning. If you come across a lost child, please offer your help to them. Well, I mean, duh. Like, what kind of adult looks at like a lost kid? It's like, nah, fuck him. Honestly. Oh, thanks. I'll go that way. Appreciate it. Stop. You got dumped into Quake Engine lava. Delicious. Yonkins. Delicious. Oh, this one was a bit awkward as well. This was the one where there's a girl facing down. Yeah, so we have to look for the one smiling that was facing down. I remember. I think one had their face covered, and we had to check if they were smiling. It was her, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. This evening, the lifeless body of Shimizu Hinako was found in the crop field waterway after she presumably drowned to death. Oh, Hinako, what have you done? It is suspected she panicked after losing her way and began running around in the dark. This is likely when she stumbled and fell into the waterway. The name of the actual child who tragically died has been replaced with the cut-out letters of my name. What a disgusting prank. Rude.
Hey! Hinako!
Wait. What just happened?
Come on! Hurry!
Puzzles just happened. Filthy puzzles.
Hinako!
Classic Rinko behavior.
Is she here?
I'll brain it with the pipe.
We'll find out.
It showed the final monster phase? I think that was different, right?
Rinko!
This one's got a new scene in it as well.
Shu! If you're here, say something!
She said something. Hinako smells. Ah! She is there. Thank goodness.
Shu! You came for me.
Rose.
Oh, Hinako.
Hey.
You're safe too.
Oh, that's nice, thanks.
Are you hurt? Your family?
Look at them fucking radar dishes.
But they disappeared.
It's the Batgirl.
Everyone's gone. Even my grandmother. And she can barely walk. I don't understand. Where did they go? What's with the monsters everywhere? What in the world is going on?
It's kind of a bit weird. She's like, yay, Shu, then, oh, hey, Hinako. I feel that you have to be a fucking blindy to not notice. This is awkward. Yeah, well, you know. If there was something new in that cutscene, I did not notice. Unless it's still carrying on, of course. Welcome back, cat. Have you come here to sit on me for a baby? Come on. Come here, then. Come here. Well done. That's it. Good girl. Come here. Yes. You get some pets.
Sakuga, I can't believe it.
I know.
There's a doll.
It's
in
not
the little
safe
corner
for us
there.
to stay here. We've got to get out of town.
Out of town? What about our parents? Everyone?
We can go get help. But we need to do something, and do it fast.
Yes,
We're
kitty.
not
Look
abandoning
little
them,
bunny ears. Yes.
but we can only help them if we keep ourselves alive.
But we're trapped here. There's no way out.
What do you mean there's no way out?
Go take a look out the window. You can see the bridge from here.
This is still pretty funny. They look at the bridge and it's like, oh no, there's like 3 inches of water. Ah, can't get out now. Oh no, we definitely can't get around that. Boo.
Now what do we do?
To be fair, it's a Silent Hill style thing, which means that it doesn't matter even if they got around it. But still, it's kind of funny.
But we can still take the highway.
Past the mountain. Behind your house.
You really think we can make it?
Yeah, probably be fine.
I know a shortcut through the wasabi fields. Rinko, we should bring some medicine and bandages with us.
They'd
There's a
loop,
first
that's
aid
what I'd
kit in the
assume.
kitchen. I'll go get it.
Hey. I'll help you look for it.
Not a bad idea, partner.
I didn't get the UFO posters. I unpurposely ignored them. Just to make sure I didn't accidentally UFO ending. Yes, kitty. Am I having a bath, am I? Thank you.
Where's the kitchen again?
Not gonna lie, that's pretty weird fucking behavior. Beware, Rinko. It's not very nice, is it? Oh look, you can see some flowers in the cutscene, yeah, which you couldn't before. Like there's showing an infestation. It's been infected. I don't know what the implication of that is, but it's interesting. Yes, Canadian. Yes, kitty. What's going on? What's going on, kitty? Yes. Getting the UFO on accident? Yeah, I think you kind of have to go out your way to get the UFO posters, right? I'd assume, but implications of Rinko's a twat. Yeah, she really is a bit of a twat, isn't she? They really make her eyes like super dark in that scene as well. Like, just must you lick me everywhere? You lick your bum with that tongue. Jeanette keeps perking up when she sees the bunny ears on Nako's head. It's quite funny. Every time the ears wiggle, she's like, "Meow." It's like, it's not a real bunny. It's a fraudulent bunny. Sorry, I currently have my hand. I'm currently predisposed with kitty. Yes, yes. Hello. Aren't you cute? She sulked a little bit earlier because I kicked her out of the kitchen. Yes, you're cute. Yes. You're curious if that was a flashback to something that happened when they were actually kids, or if a dog. Yeah, now we know that obviously, like, again, that Hinako isn't a particularly honest storyteller, so to speak. I wonder how much of this is actually like happening? Question mark. It's a bit awkward. Are you off? Goodbye. Thanks for just watching me for a while. I don't need a light on. Yes, I do. It's way darker than I thought it was. Never mind. I lie. I do need a light on. No, you can see Foxy Boy just chilling out the back there.
There he is.
There he is. Rude.
He can't wait for me to catch up.
Yeah, seriously, what an knobhead. Although, interesting, like, again, if you think about the fact that while he is protective of her, he doesn't seem particularly, like, you know, willing to... maybe what I'd call general politeness, perhaps. I don't know, for lack of a better word. Whee. Yes, there was a door in here with a previous symbol, wasn't it? Was it over the side? Might have been, in fact. Oh, nice. Swag. Douchebag knocked over all these things. But it's not I. I didn't knock over these things. Nothing. Folks. It is interesting. I think these sections are relatively tense at first. Like, I think they do a pretty good job of like making it so like, you know, it's certainly the first time around it feels quite tense doing these, you know. But what I would say that I think is relatively interesting, unlike some of the other Silent Hill games, this one does, and I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing, but this one does reasonably noticeably rely on louder noises to startle you a bit more, I would say. Like there's definitely a bit of that. Yeah, here we go. This is a new room we couldn't get into before. A perspective on the Hiragami. It's a core tenet of Shintoism that each land throughout Japan is protected by its own deities. From this, people pray to the gods so that they and their land might be blessed. In turn, their belief strengthens the gods and gives them their ability to better protect the land in a beneficial cycle of replication. Thus, the bond between humans and gods is vital for the prosperity of both. If the underlying strength of this bond can indeed be explained through mortal blood, then the reason for the gods joining themselves in sacred matrimony to mortals who call their land home becomes evident. Perhaps it is through the addition of their bond that the bond between mortal and god is strengthened. And if this is true, then I should think that frequently upholding such forms of unification would be best for all involved. However, in practice, marital bonds between mortal and deity are vanishingly rare. It is a great mystery why this is so, or perhaps I find the greater mystery is why I was chosen. This person, this dude or lady is just trying to, oh, it's a hand. Oh, it's a hand. Oh. That's interesting. Obtained all the items to increase inventory size. I was about to say that's our hand, I would assume. 14 slots. God damn. We are the slot queen now. We lost an entire arm. Well, I mean, that was an entire arm, to be fair. I think I think the implication that's an entire arm in a box. A hand given in marriage, maybe? Yeah? Like a very literal sense of giving your hand in marriage? Or giving your arm and replacing it with a massive furry claw that gets you turning into some sort of devil trigger massive Onryo that likes to murder people in public? Which is very similar, honestly, to Western weddings I've been to. Which is nice. Drain from the sacrifice her blood, sparing not a drop, and add it under wine that has been distilled 8 times over. Spare her body of its earthly viscera, and fill it instead with rice that has been mixed with the master's saliva before sealing it shut with a needle and thread. In the dark shall the vessel rest undisturbed until the redolent odour of wine rises from her skin. Adorn her in fine garments befitting a bride, and then set her afloat on a raft of straw so her blood wine may seep into the water's surface. Do this, and into the depths she shall sink, quelling the wrath that waits below. This honestly seems a bit of a faff. Oh look, that's also our mask, and there's the tools. This is where all this is kept, I guess? So that's the mask we end up with, right? So it looks like this has been done before. In fact, you could argue that all these boxes might also have hands in. So that perhaps Fox Guy is, well, I mean, there's also lots of handmaidens that Fox Guy has, right? The ones holding us and, cutting us and stuff, right? Is that the implication that perhaps, is that the implication, perhaps? The save room's up that way, wasn't it? Yeah. What's over here, then? Oh. Jammed. The Fox Guy's wearing a mask that looks fused to his face, too. He might have gone for a similar ritual. Maybe, yeah. I thought he did take it off at one point, though, I thought. Maybe I'm imagining things. The saving thing was this way. He had a mask off for one cut. I thought so, yeah. It could, again, perhaps the implication is that he doesn't have to sacrifice as much as his bride-to-be. You know, he can take off his mask, whereas she cannot. What have we got here? I've got 9 bandages. My god. 3 toolkits. Don't want those. We will bin 1 of each of those, though. Nice. We have a lot of faith. I could start drawing random memories. I don't know how worth that is either. There's still quite a few left to go. I don't know if there's any different ones I care for. The ones we got are pretty solid. The reason he quickly hid behind the mask again makes me think he's a grown-up Shu. Does he have the same facial structure as him? It's hard to tell with the mask on though, right? Like that's kind of the shtick, I guess. Don't know if we can tell. Save, draw, and restart if you get a crap one. The most fraudulent of ways. I don't think it's supposed to be Shu. No, I still think it's supposed to be her husband-to-be. I still think it's her husband-to-be. In this... My thoughts, right? Yes, I think it's the boy who Naka saved from the fox, yeah. I think that's it. Shu has a more round face, sure, but also the Shu we see is younger, right? So that might be harder to tell, perhaps. If we think about how James got his other world, yeah? James' other world was based off of his subconscious fears of what he did and his guilt, right? His fear and guilt of what had happened. And that, so, and his, and you know, fear, guilt for what he did to his wife and his, like, repressed sexual desire of, like, missing how his wife used to be and wanting things to go back to normal and how she was, but, like, a bit more out there, you know. So Silent Hill cooked up, rather cruelly, I suppose, another very sentient lady. And then basically having the entire situation punish him in every single way. Here's something that you like, gone. Here's this lady you like, gone. You know, like lots of that kind of stuff. So clearly the other worlds of this place, and I'm happy to make the assumption that the other world of Silent Hill and the other world of this is linked. I think that's a fairly safe assumption, right? Not linked by the town per se, but linked by the same idea. And so the idea that Hinako's got some sort of real... What, are you coming back to sit on me again, are you? Yeah? Well, come on then. Come on then. Sorry, we're getting catted. The idea that, you know, her husband-to-be is a real fear point of her life. Like, perhaps that she, you know, it's a guiding figure that she might think. But for all of her life, she didn't really want that. So she has to give up absolutely everything about herself. And that guy in the other world really represents that. You know, he's really goading her on to give up everything to him, you know. Even though he seems like he doesn't seem like a bad guy per se, you know. He seems to care for her well-being and her, like when she was getting hurt, when she was getting her like arm ripped off and stuff, he seemed genuinely worried about her, but he still wanted her to get her arm ripped off and her face torn off, you know. So I think that seems to be the other world playing on that particular fear. It is what it feels like to me. That's what I'd assume. The other world feeds off of the person's problems. Yeah, it does. It's basically like a massive therapy washing machine, except all the settings are set to fuck. So, like, what you've kind of got is a pretty rough situation, I think. Hello, kitty. Are you happy to sit here, are you? Okay. Hinako sees her own father and mother as, like, weak-willed and like a parasite and an absolute, like, disgusting monster. In this case, there's a split, even outright stated in the journal. There's one side of her wants to grow up, and the other one wants to stay as her younger self. Yes, and I think literally in the other world's case. Yeah. Again, we know of definitely a few times where the other world has been given to us with an unreliable narrator. James is 100% a perfect example. Alex is a perfect example, don't forget, as well, in Homecoming. As much as it's shit, it's still a Silent Hill game, and it still has parts of the lore there, you know? And some of the lore in Homecoming isn't outright terrible, if, you know, it isn't. It's an interesting idea, so, you know. It's just that the game itself is a bit wank. You're right there, kitty. Yeah, you're right there. Yes, you are. Yes. The fox mask can represent shapeshifting, so the fox mask can be excuse me, sorry. It can be a representation of her husband-to-be and not an actual person. That's also true, yeah. Like, she doesn't really know her actual husband-to-be particularly well and is making, you know, an assumption, perhaps. Trying to use Silent Hill as a therapist like using a washing machine to make scrambled eggs. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing about the Silent Hill in America, right? Like, you know, Silent Hill itself, the other world in America, perhaps. It just, including the comics, if including that as well, it literally sucks in people who have traumas and absolutely frazzles them. Like, most of those people do not get out of that alive. I mean, it's dubious whether James does, honestly. Like, you know, does he actually make it out alive? Like, even any of the endings. We know full well that Harry makes it out, like, because also it's not his other world. Harry doesn't seem to have particularly, or he does have traumas. I mean, everybody does, right? But Harry's traumas are not the focus of Silent Hill. Are you going to sit in front of the screen, are you? Yeah? Straight across it. Okay, that's good news. All right. So Harry's, like, traumas in Silent Hill aren't the focus of it. It's Alessa's, and Alessa's, like, Alessa's traumas, and Alessa's memories, and Alessa's, imagination in some cases, as well as some of the town folks. It's all blurred together with the cult. You've got Alessa's Silent Hill, you got Alessa's fog world, you know, and you've got the other world, the rust world, the dark world, and it bleeds into each other. The cult is doing extremely sussy things with it. The cult is damaging the other world there as well, like quite substantially. And again, that comes massively as part of 3 as well. You've got the other world is the cult of the world, but also remnants of Alessa and remnants of, you know, Cheddar, I guess. Like, it's probably all playing off of each other. I mean, a lot of the otherworld monsters in 3 are based off of, like, Heather spheres, you know? Harry just got brought in by accident. I don't think he got brought in by accident. I think, don't forget, his daughter, you know, Cheryl, his daughter being there, I think Alessa essentially pulled him in as part of that. I don't think he was like an accident per se. He was intentionally brought in to protect her. Like, Harry's a protector in that game, right? Like he's a big ass kicker with the pipe, sure, but he is there to protect and, like, to, you know, to get Cheryl out of there. James is a bit different because James gets sucked in as part of the therapy machine. Shit, who's the guy from 4? What's his bloody name? I forget now. Damn, that's irritating. Apartment man. Henry, thank you, Henry. Yeah, he gets sucked in because of the cult's influence on the apartment complex, which again, interestingly, is not in Silent Hill. It is linked to it, but again, the other world is bled into a different area. And again, I think that's another perfect example, and a Team Silent game, no less, that shows that the other world can be in other places, just like it is here. The other world of Silent Hill F is clearly the Shrine World. The Fog World is the Fog World, duh. Which again, just like the Fog World of Silent Hill, is a reflection of the existing town that is clearly not true. Silent Hill is a real place with real people in it and a real day-to-day life. The Fog World of that is a warped reflection of that real world. It's like a different dimension, isn't it? Oh yeah, the mall, you're right. The mall was not in Silent Hill either, and the other world got brought into there. Yeah, the other world got summoned in. My take of it, and I guess a lot of this is, what's the right word? Conjecture / I'm Vati videoing, sorry, I'm just making shit up and claiming it's real. But my idea of it is, in my head, is essentially the other world can be summoned in any place where there seems to be enough, like, trauma / for lack of a better word, psychic energy? I don't know, like, in universe psychic energy that sort of draws off of negative energy. And it summons the other world. But I think it needs a catalyst of sorts. I think the drug helps. Yeah, belief, yeah. Like, energy, belief, believing that it's real. I mean, we've seen tons and tons of notes in Silent Hill F that shows that a lot of the older folk in the town are super, super faithful to the old ways. That they, to this day, believe about the fox gods and the water gods and the horrible little turtles that shove their fingers up your ass. You know, those little guys. And I think that's really having a massive effect on how the area was. And I think there's enough, and something kick-started it. The White Claudia really could have done, because again, it preps people for, it allows people to like descend into the other world, see the different dimension. I think is the idea as well. It preps them for it. That possibly means it's always there, but is enough to pull other people in. It could be literally that, in the fact that, you know, Hinako's pulled all of the friends in. Sakako, Rinko, Shu, and her all got pulled in at the same time because they were all around her. And maybe no one else did because no one else was there. Rinko says her grandma is missing because her grandma isn't missing. Her grandma is in the real town, but they are not there. They're in the fog world. Does that all sound reasonable? Does that, like, that's kind of how I am interpreting it at the moment. Again, I could be massively wrong, but that's kind of how I'm seeing it, especially with how some of the other Silent Hill games work. But it's a mouthful, but seems legit. Yeah, I probably explained that a smidge badly, perhaps, but that's kind of what I'm feeling with this, is that kind of thing. Shepherd's Glen had the same problem. You know, in fact, Shepherd's Glen, they literally brought their cult beliefs from Silent Hill over 100 years ago to a new town of Shepherd's Glen, where the 4 founding families continued the existence of old gods, just like here. You know, gods of the town, just like the gods of the town are in the Japanese town. And sacrifices were made to those gods. The belief brought the other world in. The other world then absolutely shit flattened them, because again, the other world works like a trauma washing machine and just takes them in, spits them out on the spin cycle, and they're all dead. Do we visit the real world during the game? The only glimpse of the real world I think we've actually had, is the very, very end where the sirens kicked in, I think. Inako's the trigger, and people directly related to it got pulled in. That's what I think as well. I think all of them happened to be around together and pulled in. The game is booking of a real world bits. I think the bit with her parents at the start is real, but Hinako, again, being a little bit... Though, interestingly, if I recall, we don't see Hinako next to her parents. We only see it when her, quote, narration starts, and she's already young, right? Because presumably, if they were together and was interacting, she would be older, as she should be looking, as if it's the real world, right? And at the very, very start, there's no fog either, so as she's descending into the town... I mean, if we're getting really spicy, if I can reach some more to the ceiling, we could even argue that she is descending into the town. Her mental state is descending. She is descending into a literal hell. She is descending into a metaphysical hell, a traumatic hell, as she descends closer to the actual town, which is, she is stipulated up high in her house. She lowers into the town, then it all kicks off. I think that might be a bit of a reach. But you could argue that that's somewhat of the theming there. Like, you know, she's doing that. I think I could have enough justification. I could write that on a paper for college. I think you get away with that. But I think that's a bit of a reach. Trauma washing machine is a fun if awful sentence. It really is, but I can't think of a better description than the other world. If you read the notes on Junko, we don't know the age gap between the sisters. We don't. Actually, we don't. I mean, my impression was that Junko was much older. Like, Hinako was like, you know, when Hinako was 1, she'd been like 12 or something. You know, I thought there was quite the substantial gap, is what the impression I got. But it's hard to say. We don't know exactly, do we? It can also imply that climbing the mountain escapes what was the town. Yes, yeah. The goal is to get away and up the hill. The infection starts right at the bottom, the lowest part of town. And then we go through all the dark, deep alleyways where the infection seems to be spreading. But then slowly from that core, which seems to be the sweet shop, where all these friends used to meet at all times, that seems to be where it kind of grew from. That's where, you know, Sukaku passed away. And it spread from there. the root of the problem. I don't know. Again, some of this is a little bit like, yeah, maybe, or maybe, you know, just you're looking too much into that. I think there's enough evidence there so far that you could argue that, you know, assuming the game isn't taking the slightly boring cop-out of nothing is real and there is no supernatural elements and it's all in her brain, which I don't like, and I don't... Knowing Silent Hill with the rest of the games is probably unlikely. I think that's kind of unlikely, especially given the fact that we've seen links to the drug and other such things. I think it's probably unlikely that the other world is... I mean, if we take Silent Hill F completely standalone and don't call it Silent Hill, then you could argue, I think, that it could just be all a dream. But I think the fact that it's linked to Silent Hill means that's extremely unlikely, since the other worlds are very real, as we know. So if we're going on the same logic, I think that's probably not likely. Yeah, I think. Interesting to see how much this gets cleared up later. Also true. Again, I am spitballing a little bit with the information I've got right now. So... This is the man who created Higurashi. There's definitely something neutral, supernatural. I mean, I think it is going to be supernatural. I think it would be pretty silly not to be. Again, we know that the other world basically, like, chews up and spits out the traumas. I think the monsters are pretty obviously showing that. I think the fact that if we can assume that Shu is definitely real, even if a little bit odd during the way he's been pulled in. Again, it's very dreamlike, isn't it? You're a crab. Then, they were playing Crab God. Oh dear God. That's why Crab was missing. Got slain. What does the F part mean? Do you know, I think it's F for female. That's my guess. Thank you for the raid, Ollie. How was your stream? Sorry, we're chatting. Fox, maybe, but I feel that a really important theme of this is almost, I don't want to say womanhood, perhaps that's a kind of bit of a weird way of saying it, but femininity in a way, like, and what it could be. I mean, yeah, maybe, to be fair, you could also argue that W for woman could be more appropriate, but I think F for female could also work, I feel. It could be a note, yes, it could be a note. What were we saying? Is a fortissimo? Like, but I think that would also work. A lot of the monsters are loud, that's true, but that's also Silent Hill monsters just tend to be like loud freaks in general, right? Like the goddamn bacon monsters in 3. Like, shut the fuck up, you loud bastards. Honk, bonk, honk, bonk, bonk. Stop it. Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to have a few more of these chats after we get further and further through New Game Plus as well, you know? Because I'm intrigued to see what new information we gain that might lead us to different conclusions, perhaps. I think that could be really cool. F is for fuck Rinko. Yeah, agreed. What an asshole. I do wonder if the non-fog version of Rinko is as much of a shithead as as the one we've got here. I assume she is, but the F could stand for any and all the things we've guessed and could stand for so far. Yeah, also, I kind of hope we almost don't find out what the F stands for in a way, like, so we have a little bit of guessing here and there, you know? I think it's also nice, I don't know how anyone else feels, I think it's also nice that we've got a Silent Hill game, again, that we can actually have like an interesting chat about what it could possibly mean. Look at fucking Downpour and pissing ass Homecoming. Not exactly much nuance with those, right? Yeah. Or the absolute catastrophe was Book of Shadows. Do you want your Silent Hill to be a dungeon crawler? Oh boy, do I! Woo! That's just what I wanted. How did you know? Woohoo! Fuck off. F for fuck off. Silent Hill Canada? That'd be right. I just have a stream of a few people discussing Silent Hill AF. Was Origins any good? I didn't play much of it. I only played like an hour of it, I think. And it seemed very okay. It's good to have a Silent Hill game that doesn't feel like a retread. That's also true. It is nice it's trying, because some of them do feel a bit close to 2 in a way, right? Again, especially with the unreliable side of that. Not that I particularly mind. 2's a great game, though it's not my favorite. My favorite is still 3. That's my favorite Silent Hill. I think 3 is really cool. 3 has one of my favorite scares of the entire series as well, and it's really it's not, I wouldn't say it's subtle, but it's a really good one. It's the mirror scare in the alternate hospital. It's one of my favorite. I just really like it. It's just a really unsettling scene. I think it's really good. I still think Silent Homecoming is better than Shattered Memories. You know what? I'll give you that as a fairly spicy take for the day. I also kind of agree with you. Sort of. Fuck. Oh, yeah. I really don't like Shattered Memories. I think it's a really poor experience. I think it's an interesting experiment, but I think it's kind of a bad one. But I don't want to agree about that either, but I can't disagree. Ugh. Ooh, what a horrible thought. I think it's a funny idea that if you gawk at Sybil's boobs, in the next scene, she's wearing a much more low-cut top and the whole game has changed to be more sexual. Or if you make Harry drink, a lot of things are based around alcohol and there's more alcohol signs in the background. Or, if you make him a crappier dad than other things. I think that's kind of a really cool idea. I just think that Shattered Memories is fucking bad. It's just not fun to play. Yeah. I get what they were going for. It just didn't work. It doesn't taste right saying it, but I stand my ground. No, I'm kind of with you on that. I'm on this hill to die with you, I feel. Okay, the UFO dog ending is pretty good, actually. Yeah, that is a good ending. I'll say that. I will say that. The idea of a town that freezes over rather than rusts over. Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough. It's freezing over rather than rust. It's nice. It's related to the ending of that game. Also kind of cool. If you excuse the pun. They just run away from weird doll gribblers who look similar to the dolls in this game, interestingly, but just with less boobs. Actually, well, technically, maybe not, depending on what you do in Shattered Memories. But it's just also kind of... It's a bit crap in it. It's just a bit crap. Also, the Wii version has some truly abysmal motion control puzzles, which soured me a bit as well. You need to turn the can upside down to get the key out. You turn the controller upside down. It does not, in fact, turn the can upside down. It does not work properly. You shake, hoping for the best. It takes forever. You get annoyed. Stupid game. Homecoming was your first time with Silent Hill. I legit believe some other world parts of Homecoming are scary. They are. The thing is, in a vacuum of certain sections, Homecoming is not flat out awful. It isn't. The otherworld transitions that it stole from the movie is really cool, to be fair, as well. The fact that the otherworld in real time, for the first time we'd ever seen it like that, rusts up and goes from the regular fog world to the otherworld in real time like that is awesome. It looks great. Even to this day, it's a cool transition. It's great. Yeah, no complaints. In theory, the combat for a army veteran to be more action-based combat is a good idea. The idea that Alex is an army vet, quote, quote, it makes sense that he's willing to go toe-to-toe with the monsters and have, a good old punch-up. Perfectly fine. It's crap, obviously, because, it doesn't actually work. It's bad. But, the idea of it is fine. The idea of Shepherd's Glen is actually really cool. I think the twist is not dreadful. It's not great, but it's not dreadful. I think the Scarlet section, where you, from the doctor's office, and you otherworld into a quite literal descent into a rusty hell, is actually quite cool. Yay! I even said as much when we replayed it a couple of years back. It's actually not that bad. that section itself, as siloed off by itself, is cool. Yeah, you know, it's cool. Silent Hill would reflect to me the facet of the... Yes, exactly. Yes. The idea that... does anyone care if I spoil fucking Homecoming? I'm sure you don't. If you just mute me for like 10 seconds if you do. The idea that Alex obviously full of shit, but he believes it enough that Silent Hill makes that real is cool. Silent Hill makes that much more combat orientated and military-esque because that's what he believes. And I think that works. I actually think that's a very cool twist on it. Again, it's a trauma washing machine. It takes what he's got and spits it out. It doesn't grill him for lying because as far as he's concerned, he believes it. And so does, and essentially the town rolls with it. Or, you know, it's not the town, the other world, I should say, rolls with it. I think that's actually really cool. Yeah, good. Bonus points. I think the idea that the cult is there as well, it's not bad. It links into the existing Silent Hill lore. Stolen Valor, yeah, basically, what a dickhead. There's lots of really good stuff there, you know, no real complaints. It's just that as a whole package, it's fucking dreadful. The combat is bad, the item economy is dreadful, the story as a whole is an absolute abysmal mess. The character models look hideous, especially compared to Silent Hill 3 and 4. The enemy design is fine, even though we need titty nurses because the movie had them and, you know, and Silent Hill 2 had them, and there's no real reason why Alex would have titty nurses. Nothing is ever explained in the game why nurses with their knockers out is a thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not, you know me, I don't mind the old boobage, but it's not explained and it doesn't make any sense. Like, and in the lore of Silent Hill, that should make sense, but it doesn't. That's just a bit dumb. Yeah, exactly, Fire Phoenix boobs. You know, it works for James. It's explained for James. It makes perfect sense. It doesn't work for Alex because that's not a thing. He is not interested in the titties. He is interested in rescuing his brother and in the stuff that happened to him in the military. That is what's interesting him. There should be no reason why there's titty nurses. There's titty nurses in it because Silent Hill 2 had titty nurses and the movie had titty nurses. That's the only reason they're there. And it's dumb. Pyramid Head is there. That's also dumb. Fuck's sake. But the other world, as a whole, for Homecoming, again, looked pretty good. It does. It's what, 2008? It looks cool. Yay. The movie had no reason to have them. It didn't. But a movie's a bit different. And I don't mean... hear me out before anyone starts booing and throwing tomatoes at me. A movie is almost like a collection of best-ofs of the thing of a video game, especially a video game movie. They're gonna do all the things so you can point at the screen and go, yeah, I know that thing. Look, it's Pyramid Head. Look, it's titty nurses. I don't expect deep cinema from a video game movie. I expect to be entertained and like point at the screen and go, member Pyramid Head? My member. And that's fine. And honestly, I have a bit of a soft spot for the movie. And that's probably why I'm giving it a pass where I probably shouldn't. Because he's in the nut, has a different type of nurse. I think nurse is like, if I was going to make Homecoming, right? And I had to design a nurse for Silent Hill, I would have designed the nurses to be like, and hear me out before everyone starts booing or going lol, more bondagey get up. And I don't mean like in a sexually kind of way. I mean in a like, not quite straitjacket, but a similar, like they are bound, they are restrained. They are representing, like, restrictions. So that it's not immediately obvious what's going on, but there is a hint of how this is played out. That's how I would personally design the nurse. And you could even, you know, you could even still have them looking relatively, you know, attractive if you really wanted to, but I don't think you need to. I think that would be absolutely fine, like doing it that way. Weaponized sedatives, yeah, I think that would be good, yeah. You could essentially have like some form of restraint attached as a weaponry feature, like not the knives that they tend to have. Like they wouldn't have knives, they wouldn't have scalpels because that's not the sort of place that would make sense, and that's not the sort of thing that would make sense, you know, to Alex. The Suffering had monsters that were made out of hypodermic needles, and they were like lethal injection monsters, which was quite cool. Hey, Gosmore, you're right. Sorry, we're just chatting away about Silent Hill at the end. We've just been nattering for a little bit. It's just been quite interesting, I thought. So. I feel like Fallout is currently the high war. I haven't seen it actually. I haven't seen Fallout at all. But skull drills. Oh, like a trepanning style. Yeah, that like they did in Alice actually, like that kind of thing. The Suffering does have touch of Silent Hill. Yeah, I mean it definitely pulls influences, doesn't it? But yeah, I think, do you know my mild take for the day? I don't think Homecoming is unrescuable. I think it would need a rework, mind you, but I don't think the premise as a whole is utterly dire. I think it's perfectly salvageable. I don't think it would ever be amazing, but I think you could salvage it in something a bit more Silent Hilly, perhaps, is how I think. You know, or fuck it and just have titty nurses everywhere. Who cares? Whatever, right? Fuck it. Do you suppose the effort was the forte from music? I think people have mentioned that earlier. It certainly could do. There hasn't been like a massive music motif going on, mind you. So I think it's possible. I don't know if it would, but yeah, I could kind of see that. BG3 has the gribbly nurses and the doctor. I do like the BG3 gribbly nurses, actually. Those are cool. I like those ones. I remember the first time, I think I taught the doctor to bin himself, which was quite funny. I was like, yeah, man, the best kind of operations on yourself. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, man, it's cool. And he's like, fuck it, nice. Nurses, bin me. I was like, oh, that worked. That was cool. Are you off again, are you? All right, goodbye. Sorry, I'm getting catted every 30 seconds. Then she comes back. All right, I better go. It's late, and they're probably wanting food, and we've been nattering about Silencio for a while. But I hope you've all enjoyed this little Silent Hill chatting. I certainly have. I think we should do this towards the end of each one, if we can. Assuming there's enough to talk about that's different. Fondissimo's a loud note. I mean, that would also... Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of screaming going on, but I don't know if that's screaming because theming or screaming because horror game. So, you know. So thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow, I'm sure we'll be petting more cats. You know how it is. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Love a lot of you. Good night. Peace out.